All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports. As we're going to baseball today, we'll have a baseball game for you tonight. The American League Wildcard game number 2 between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees. As the Yankees took game 1, and they lead the best-of-3 series 1-0. The Yankees can wrap it up tonight and advance to the American League Division Series, where they'd take on the Houston Astros. In the other American League wildcard, the Oakland A's have swept the Boston Red Sox 2-0. The A's will play the Kansas City Royals in the American League Division Series. Over on the right side of the bracket, you see on the screen the National League. You can see where they are right now. Both the San Francisco-LA series, that's tied at 1 game apiece, and San Diego and Cincinnati, the other NL wildcard. The Padres lead that 1-0. All right, the Yankees can wrap it up tonight and advance to the division series, or the Indians can tie it up and force a game 3. And we'll join the Dodgers and the Giants for a game 3. All right, just one game tonight. We're just doing one baseball game. And then want to also give you a heads up. Tomorrow night, we'll be starting sim season number 35 of our NFL sim season, with the kickoff game between the 49ers and the Rams. We hope you join us tomorrow. That will probably be about 6 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow, a New Year's Eve, kicking off the new sim season. We did that last year. We're going to do it again this year. All right, let's head out to Yankee Stadium for this one. It'll be the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees, Game 2 of the American League Wildcard, here at Jammin' Sports. Your lineups for tonight. Jammin' Sports presents Game 2 of the American League Wildcard Series between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees, live from Yankee Stadium in New York. The Yankees lead the best-of-3, 1-0, and can wrap it up tonight. right, we go to the top of the first inning here at Yankee Stadium. Garrett Cole will be the starting pitcher tonight for the Yankees. The Yankees can either win the series tonight or Cleveland can force a Game 3. Kenny Lofton, the DH, will lead things off for the Indians here tonight. The first pitch to Lofton, outside, ball one. We're underway, Game 2 from the Bronx, Yankee Stadium. Old Yankee Stadium, the better one. And now the 1-0 pitch. Ripped foul down the third base line. Count to Lofton goes to 1-1. Great to have you along on this Monday night here at Jammin' Sports. And now the 1-1. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-1. Actually goes to 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Kenny Lofton. And now the 1-2 pitch. Lofton fouls it down the third base line. Count remains at 1-2. We're just underway here in the top of the first. The DH, Kenny Lofton, at the plate for the Indians. Fouls it off again. Count remains at 1-2. Ball. Next pitch outside is going to be a ball, and the count goes to 2-2 to Lofton. Long opening at bat. Here's the 2-2. Up high, 3-2. Full count to Lofton. We originally had 2 games scheduled. We're just doing 1 game tonight. Fouled off. Count remains at 3-2. A long at bat for Kenny Lofton to lead off the game here. And now the 3-2 pitch. Big swing and struck him out. 1 down for the Indians here in the top of the first. The shortstop, Lou Boudreau, will be up next. In there for a strike, 0-1. If the Yankees win, they're off to the division series to take on the Astros. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. If the Indians win, we'll have a Game 3. And now the 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lou Boudreau. The 1-2 pitch. Struck him out for out number 2. Struck him out looking. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. The view from umpire cam. And now Albert Bell, the left fielder, comes up. Bell rips it foul down the third base line. And the count's at 0-1. Top of the first here at Yankee Stadium here tonight. And now the 0-1 pitch. Bell pops it up into right field, and making the play for the Yankees is Earl Combs. And at the end of a half inning, no score. American League Wildcard, Game 2 here at Jammin' Sports. Starting pitcher for the Indians, Herb Score, here in Game 2. We go to the bottom of the first inning, no score between the Yankees and the Indians. Leading off for the Yankees, Earl Combs.
The designated hitter.
Combs is actually the DH today. Playing right is Bernie Williams. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Bernie Williams was the one that made the last out. I stand corrected. Combs, the DH, here in Game 2. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off, and the count goes to 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, nobody on. And now the 0-2 pitch. And that's down the third base line and snagged by the third baseman, Al Rosen, for out number 1. Nice play. There's the Yankees lineup tonight. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Pretty much the same lineup as in game 1. And now Bernie Williams, the right fielder, will come up. 1 out, bases empty. In there for a strike, 0-1. Jimmy Jam here with you. Misty's here. Say hi, Misty. Count's 0-1. 0-1 pitch.
No.
Low and inside. Count goes to 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Swung on it. Strike 2. And the count goes to 1-2. 1-2 pitch. A ground ball to the second baseman, LaJoy, who makes the play. Throws to Trotsky at first base for the out. Nat LaJoy making the play as Williams grounds out to second. And now the center fielder, Mickey Mantle, will come up for the Yankees with 2 outs, bases empty. He'll be facing Herb Score. The pitch ripped right to LaJoy at second, and he makes the play for the out. At the end of 1 complete, no score between the Indians and Yankees. Game 2 of the American League Wildcard here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the second.
The first baseman.
Hal Trotsky, the first baseman, will lead things off for the Indians here in Game 2. Yankees trying to wrap it up. Cleveland trying to force a Game 3. Garrett Cole on the mound. Here's the pitch. Inside. Did that hit him? Nope, he backed away. 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Up high. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to Trotsky. And now the pitch.
No.
Just off the strike zone. 3-0. That was very close. Crowd didn't like that call. I thought it was a strike myself. Counts at 3-0 now to Trotsky. And now the 3-0 pitch. Up high. Nope, it's in there. Wow. That one looked like the ball, and the previous one looked like a strike. Count goes to 3-1 to Trotsky. And now the 3-1 pitch. In there for a strike. Full count. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on. We're in the top of the second inning. Fouls it off. Count remains at 3-2. Three-two pitch. Ground ball to Nettles at third. He'll throw to first for the out.
He's out.
Nice play by Craig Nettles, the third baseman. And now the catcher, Jim Tomei, will come up for the Indians. 1 out, bases empty. The pitch by Cole.
Yep.
In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch.
Ball.
Inside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty. And now the 1-1 pitch. Inside, he swung on it, fouled it off, and the count goes to 1-2 to Tomei. 1-2 pitch. Down the line, past Nettles, into left field. Judge will track it down. And they hold Tomei to a single. A 1-out single for the Indians. The first base hit of the game goes to the Indians. Misty's for Cleveland, she said. And now third baseman Al Rosen comes up with 1 out and a runner on first. I'm for the Indians, too. Here's the pitch. Rosen fouls it off. Count goes to 0-1. No balls and a strike to Rosen. 0-1 pitch. Chased one. 0-2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
So the count goes to 0-2. Tomei at first base. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
No, that's the ball.
It's a ball. Count goes to 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Jim Tomei at first base for Cleveland. And now the 1-2 pitch. Popped it up, had a play. Count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch. Ground ball to Nettles at third. They're going to turn 2. 1-2. Yankees get the double play. And that ends the inning. We remain scoreless here in Game 2 of the American League Wildcard. Here at Jammin' Sports. Lou Gehrig, the first baseman, will lead things off for the Yankees here in the bottom of the second inning. No score. Herb Score still on the mound for the Indians. The pitch by Score. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Right up the middle, back to Score. He'll throw to first. To Trosky covering the bag for out number 1. So Gehrig grounds out to the pitcher. 1 down for the Yankees here in the bottom of the second. And now the left fielder, Aaron Judge, will come up. He's been known to hit them out of here every now and then. 1 out, base is empty. Here's the pitch. Up high, and the count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Popped it up, out of play. That'll even the count at 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. One-two pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch.
2-2.
Just off the strike zone. Count goes to 2-2 to Judge. Two-two pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, base is empty. Judge at the plate. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Up high, full count, 3-2. And now the 3-2 pitch. Ball 4, it's a walk. A 1-out walk for Aaron Judge. And next up, it'll be the catcher, Bill Dickey, for the Yankees. 1 out, runner on first. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. Ripped into center field. A base hit by Dickey. And going for third is Judge. He's in there. And Dickey ends up on second. It'll be a double for Bill Dickey. A 1-out double that moves Judge down to third base. Ripped it right past the shortstop, Boudreau, into left center field. And Dickey runs it out for a double, advancing Judge to the third. Now with 1 out with runners at second and third, shortstop Derek Jeter comes up, and that's a fly ball. That's going to score 2 runs all the way to the wall. Jeter going for 2. He's got it. A 1-out RBI double for Derek Jeter. Actually, it's a 2 RBI double as the Yankees take a 2-0 lead. A 1-out, 2 RBI double for Jeter, and the Yankees take a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the second of Game 2 of the American League Wildcard. And now Joe Gordon comes up, the second baseman. Fouls that one off. Count goes to 0-1. Yankees lead the best of 3 series 1-0. They can wrap it up tonight with a win and advance to the division round against the Astros. Oh, 1 pitch by Score.
Ball.
Outside. Count goes to 1-1.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on second. That's Jeter. And now the 1-1. He went around 1-2 to Joe Gordon. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. The 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch. Fouls it off again. Count remains at 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. They'll throw down to first, make it official. 2 down for the Yankees. Here in the bottom of the second. They lead it 2-0. And now the third baseman, Craig Nettles, will come up. There's the pitching sequence for Herb Score on the last batter. So third baseman Craig Nettles will come up with 2 outs with Jeter on second base. In there for a strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike. Oh, 1 pitch. Fouls it off. 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Nettles. And now the 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 1-2. Score trying to get the final out of the inning. The 1-2 pitch. Outside. That'll even the count at 2-2. We're at Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, here in New York. Game 2 of the American League Wildcard. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Down the first base line. Count remains at 2-2. Two-two pitch in the dirt. Full count, 3-2 to Craig Nettles. Trying to keep the inning going. And now the 3-2 pitch.
That's down.
Ball 4. They'll continue the inning as the Yankees now have runners at first and second with 2 outs. And now the DH, Earl Combs, will come up. Two outs, runners at first and second for the Yankees. Here's the pitch. Up high, 1-0. A walk below the bases. Herb Score having a difficult time here early on, especially here in the second inning as the Yankees have jumped all over him. Here's the 1-0. And that's out into left field. That's going to drop a base hit. A ground rule double as it goes into the crowd. And that's going to score another run. The runner on second will score. And now the Yankees lead it 3-0 with runners at second and third. Bernie Williams, the right fielder, comes up with 2 outs. A 3-run inning so far for the Yankees. Pitch by Score, down low, 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
Two outs, runners at second and third. Counts 1-0 to Williams. Here's the pitch. Williams pops it up out into left field, or right field, excuse me. And Rocky Calavito makes the play for the final out. However, the Yankees score 3. We go to the top of the third. Yankees up 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Game 2 of the American League Wildcard. Yankees up 3-0. Tris Speaker will lead things off for the Indians, the center fielder. First pitch is a strike. Garrett Cole still on the mound for the Yankees here in the top of the third inning. And the 0-1 pitch. Did he go around? Yes, he did. 0-2. Is the count to Tris Speaker. He didn't like that call. You can argue all you want, but it's 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Yeah, oh, they hit him in the back. And he'll be awarded first base. So runner on first, nobody out. Nap LaJoie will come up, the second baseman. The pitch by Cole is ripped down the first base line, but foul. And the count to LaJoie is at 0-1. Nap LaJoie, the second baseman for Cleveland. 0-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out. One down for the Indians as LaJoie goes down swinging. Let's take a look at those pitches by Cole. And now speed pitch. And now Rocky Colavito, the right fielder, up next for Cleveland. One out, runner on first. In there for a strike, 0-1. We're live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Game 2 of the American League Wildcard. 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Colavito. Cleveland trying to get back in the game. They have a runner on first base with 1 out. They throw to first, and he's back in time. One-two pitch. There goes the runner. Safe. Tris Speaker with a stolen base. Now the Indians with a runner on second base with just 1 out. Rocky Colavito. The pitch count is now 2-2. Swung on a bad pitch. Struck him out. 2 down for Cleveland here in the top of the third. Next up, the DH, Kenny Lofton. As we go to the top of the order, the Indian order. 2 outs, runner on second. That's Speaker on second base. The pitch by Cole, down low, and the count goes to 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to Lofton. And now the 1-0 pitch. High fly ball into left field. Judge gets under it and makes the final out. At the end of 2.5, Yankees lead it 3-0 here in Game 2 of the American League Wildcard here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the third inning, and the center fielder, Mickey Mantle, will lead things off for the Yankees. The pitch by Score is fouled off. Strike 1, and the count to Mantle goes to 0-1. Mickey played 19 years with the Yankees. And now the 0-1 pitch. Outside, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out, nobody on. And now the 1-1. Ripped high in the air, out to center field. Speaker goes back on the warning track and makes the catch. Nearly a home run.
The first baseman
Just a little bit short. And now Lou Gehrig, the first baseman, comes up for the Yankees with 1 out, bases empty. Yankees up 3-0 here in the bottom of the third. The pitch by Score. Down low, 1-0. That last hit by Mantle nearly left the building. And now the 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0 to Gehrig. 1 out, bases empty. 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. Game 2 of the American League Wildcard. In there for a strike. Yankees lead the series 1-0. They lead this game 3-0. Yankees advance with a win. If Cleveland can come back, they'll force a game 3. Here's the 2-2. Outside, full count now. 3-2. 3-2 pitch to Gehrig. It's a walk. A 1 out walk for Lou Gehrig. Yankees with a runner on first with 1 out. Left fielder Aaron Judge comes back out. Gehrig at first base. 1 out. The pitch by Score. Judge, a ground ball past the third baseman into left field. Albert Bell throws it in, and now the Yankees have runners at first and second with just 1 out. A base hit for Aaron Judge. And now the catcher, Bill Dickey, comes up. Just 1 out with runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. Down low, 1-0. A walk below the bases. Want to welcome everybody in. Game 2 of the American League Wildcard. Here's the 1-0. Big swing and a miss. That'll even the count at 1-1 to Bill Dickey. The 1-1 pitch. Up high, 2-1. Gehrig at second, Judge at first. Dickey at the plate. The count's 2-1. 1 out. 2-1 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Ripped into left field. A base hit. Throwing home. Judge holds up at third. Actually, Gehrig holds up at third. Judge is now at second, and Dickey's at first. Bases loaded for the Yankees with just 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. Yankees threatening to blow this one up. Gehrig decided to hold up at third. And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter, comes up with 1 out, bases loaded. Up high, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. 1 out, bases loaded. Jeter at the plate. Here's the pitch. Down low, 2-0. A walk would score a run. Yankees already up 3-0. And now the 2-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 2-1. Young and Bieber warming up with the bullpen for the Indians. The count's 2-1 to Jeter. 2-1 pitch. Down low, 3-1. A walk would score a run here. I'm surprised Cleveland hasn't taken Score out of the game yet. And now the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. That walks in a run. And the Yankees now lead it 4-0 as Gehrig comes home from third. Base is still loaded. And now the second baseman, Joe Gordon, comes up. Still just 1 out. Cleveland needs a double play in the worst way. Down low, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And now the 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2.
Down low again, 2-0.
2-0 to count.
Score is really struggling. And now the 2-0 pitch. Rips it foul down the first base line. Count goes to 2-1 to Gordon, the second baseman. Two-one pitch. Ripped into right field, going back. That's out of here. A grand slam home run by Joe Gordon. Over the right field wall, and the Yankees go up 8-0. A grand slam for the second baseman, Joe Gordon. And that breaks this game wide open, as the Yankees are now up 8-0 here in Game 2 of the American League Wildcard. Let's watch this one again. Is Cleveland going to take him out? Yeah, I think so. That's enough. So score comes out. Let's see who the Indians replace him with. Cy Young. Oh, hey. I forgot he's in this game. That's right. Cy Young comes in. All the pitching records are named after this guy. He'll come in relief. And now the third baseman, Craig Nettles, will come up to face Young. Here's the pitch. Still just 1 out, bases empty. Pitch was a strike to Nettles. Count goes to 0-1. As the Yankees have taken a commanding 8-0 lead here in Game 2. We're only in the bottom of the third. Pops it up. Out of play. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-2. If the Yankees can hold on and win this game, they will advance to the division series to take on the Astros. Here's the 0-2. Outside, 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Nettles pops it up. Who comes over? Nope, it's out of play. Into the stands down the first base line. Count remains at 1-2 to Nettles, the third baseman. 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. It's been a nightmare inning for the Indians here. They've given up 5 runs this inning. And now the 2-2. Nettles took a big swing and miss, struck him out. 2 down for the Yankees here in the bottom of the third. We go to the top of the order, Earl Combs, the DH, up next for the Yankees. 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch by Young.
No, that's the ball.
Low and inside, ball 1.
1-0.
And now the 1-0 pitch. And that's fouled off into the dugout. And the count evens up at 1-1 to Earl Combs. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases empty. Here's the pitch. And that's down the third base line, hooking foul. And the count goes to 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Down the third base line, that's going to drop fair. And this nightmarish inning continues. Oh, they get him out at second. He tried to go for 2. Gun down. That finally ends the inning. But the Yankees score 5, and they take an 8-0 lead at the end of 3. American League Wildcard Game 2 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 4th inning. The shortstop, Lou Boudreau, leads things off for the Indians. In there for a strike, Garrett Cole still on the mound for the Yankees. Game 2 of the American League Wildcard. The Yankees in control, up 8-0 here in the top of the 4th. A ground ball to the second baseman. Gordon throws to Gehrig at first for the out.
The left fielder,
One down for the Indians here in the top of the fourth.
Bell.
And now the left fielder, Albert Bell, will come up. The pitch. Fouls it off. And the count goes to 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. A ground ball to Gordon at second. He'll throw to Gehrig for the out. 2 down. As Bell grounds out to the second baseman. 2 down for the Indians here in the top of the fourth. Base is empty. And now the first baseman, Hal Trotsky, will come up. The pitch up high, 1-0. 2 outs, base is empty. In there for a strike, 1-1. We'll start NFL Sim Season 35 tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. It'll be the 49ers and the Rams as we kick off a new NFL Sim Season.
Ball, no.
Down low, 2-1. So spend New Year's Eve night with us tomorrow night with the 49ers and Rams.
Ball 3.
Down low, 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And then on New Year's Day, we'll have an NFL triple header. 3-1. Up high. No, it's in there for a strike. Full count, 3-2 to Hal Trotsky. And now the 3-2. Trotsky pops it up. Nettles from third base comes in into foul territory and makes the play for the final out. At the end of 3.5, the Yankees lead it 8-0 here in American League Wildcard. Game number 2 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Yankee Stadium. Corey's in the house. Good to see you, Corey. The Reds will play tomorrow afternoon. Game 2 against the Padres. The Padres lead that series 1-0. Davis is in the house. Good to see both Corey and Davis. Cy Young, yes, that's Cy Young on the mound. Facing Bernie Williams, the right fielder. He fouls it off 0-1. Yeah, the Reds had that game won, and the Padres came back and won that game. Heartbreaking loss for the Reds. Here's the 0-1.
Did he go?
He went around 0-2. We'll probably start some baseball tomorrow around 4 o'clock Eastern Time. Big swing and a miss. Oh, absolutely, Corey, you're right. I'm a big Reds fan myself, and I was really disappointed. This is American League Wildcard game number 2 in the best of 3. The Yankees won the American League East. Yes, Carlton really struggled in that game. You're right. Mickey Mantle, the center fielder, 0-1 the count. And the count's 0-2. Hawkeye, I forget what the Yankees' record was, but they tied the Red Sox for first place, and the Yankees had a better head-to-head. So they won the division, and the Red Sox were the wild card. Struck him out. Mickey Mantle goes down, 2 down, with bases empty. All right, Corey, you be good. The Oakland A's, though, swept the Red Sox in the other American League wildcard, 2-0. The A's are playing the Royals in the American League Division Series. And it looks like the Yankees here are going to be playing the Astros in the other American League Division Series. Lou Gehrig, the first baseman, in there for a strike, 0-1. Unless the Indians can mount a comeback of biblical proportions here. 2 outs, bases empty for the Yankees here in the bottom of the fourth. 0-1 to Gehrig.
Ball
Outside, 1-1. Corey was referring to the Padres and the Reds game 1. That went extra innings, a heartbreaking loss for the Reds. As Gehrig pops it up into center field. Coming in to make the play is Trish Speaker for the final out. At the end of 4 complete. Yankees lead it 8-0 here in game 2 of the American League wildcard at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the fifth. Jim Tomei, the catcher, will lead things off, facing Garrett Cole. Tomei, a ground ball to Jeter at short, throws to first for the out. So Tomei grounds out to short, one down from the Indians. In the National League, the Padres lead the Reds 1-0, and the Giants and Dodgers are tied at 1 game apiece. Those are the wild cards. Al Rosen, the third baseman, first pitch is up high, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty. The Yankees exploded with 5 runs in the third inning. They had 3 runs in the second. Count goes to 1-2 now to Al Rosen, the third baseman. One-two pitch in the dirt, but he swung at it. They'll throw down to first to make it official. As Rosen strikes out, 2 down for the Indians. Here in the top of the fifth. And now the center fielder, Tris Speaker, comes up. He's a Hall of Famer. Played back in the 20s.
Ball 1.
Up high, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. And now the 1-0 pitch. In their first strike, 1-1. So the Oakland A's are be playing the Kansas City Royals in one division series, as the count goes to 2-1. And the Astros are going to be playing, it looks like, the Yankees, if the Yankees can hold on and win this. Here's the 2-1. A ground ball back to Cole. Nope, the catcher Dickey will take it, but the runner is safe. Speaker beats the play at first. That'll be an infield single. So it's a 2-out single for Tris Speaker, and now the second baseman, Nap LaJoie, comes up.
Ball.
Up high, ball 1. Count goes to 1-0. The 1-0 pitch in their first strike, 1-1. And now the 1-1. Right to Gehrig at first. He'll step on the bag for the out. At the end of 4.5, Yankees lead at 8-0. The American League Wildcard Game 2 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Aaron Judge, the left fielder, will lead things off for New York. Yankees with a comfortable 8-0 lead, facing Cy Young. Yes, that's Cy Young. Judge rips it into right, and making the play in right field for the Indians is Rocky Colavito. 1 down for New York. The catcher, Bill Dickey, comes up. 1 out, bases empty. Ever since they put Cy Young in there, the Yankees haven't got a hit yet. Well, except for that 1 infield single. Oh boy. Dickey, will it stay fair? No, it goes foul. Strike 1. I thought he was going to get his second home run of the night. And now the 0-1 pitch.
Ball. No.
Outside, 1-1. So close, but a hook foul. And now the 1-1. Big swing and a miss. 1-2 to Dickey.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, bases empty. And now the 1-2 pitch by Young. He swung at some high heat and fouled it off. Count remains at 1-2. And now the 1-2 pitch. Inside, and he swung at it and fouled it off. And the count remains at 1-2. One-two pitch. Fouls that one off. Count remains at 1-2. We're in the bottom of the fifth here at Yankee Stadium. Yankees lead at 8-0 over the Indians. One out, bases empty. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Inside, 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One out, bases empty. And now the 2-2 pitch.
Ball.
Up high, full count, 3-2. Full count to the catcher, Bill Dickey. Here's the pitch by Young. Swung and struck him out. 2 down for the Yankees here in the bottom of the fifth.
The batter, not shortstop.
And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter, will come up for New York with 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch. Fouls it off. The count goes to 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch to Jeter. Fouls it off the other way. And the count goes to 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Just inside, 1-2. One-two pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out. At the end of 5 complete. Yankees lead at 8-0 here in Game 2 of the American League Wildcard. Here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 6th inning. The right fielder, Rocky Colavito, will come up for the Cleveland Indians. The Indians need to start scoring some runs. They're down 8-0. Garrett Cole still on the mound. The first pitch is a strike, and the count goes to 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. Colavito quickly down 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out on 3 pitches. 1 down for Cleveland here in the top of the 6th. We go to the top of the order. The DH, Kenny Lofton, will come up. 1 out, bases empty. Did he go around?
Did he swing?
Yes, he did. Strike 1. Count goes to 0-1. I've got the Indians wearing the uniforms they wore in the movie Major League. Here's the 0-1. In there for a strike. You notice I'm still calling them the Indians, too. I think it was an absolute travesty that they changed their name. Here's the 0-2. Fouled it off down the third base line. It's what happens when you give in to the woke culture. The 0-2. Fouled off down the first base line. In the count to the Indians, Kenny Lofton goes to 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out looking for out number 2. 2 down for the Indians here in the top of the 6th inning. Shortstop Lou Boudreau comes up with 2 outs. Bases empty. First pitch a strike. And the count goes to 0-1. Cleveland just can't get anything going offensively here tonight. If they don't, their season's going to come to a close. 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. 0-2 to Boudreau. Oh-2 pitch. Swung and struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for the Indians. Yankees still lead at 8-0 here in Game 2 of the American League Wildcard here at Jammin' Sports. As we go to the Yankee half of the 6th inning, 8-0 New York. First up, the second baseman, Joe Gordon. He hit the grand slam earlier.
Ball.
Up high, ball 1, count goes to 1-0. Mesa and Miller warming up in the Cleveland bullpen. Nobody out, nobody on. The count's 1-0 to Gordon. The 1-0 pitch. Fouls it off. Evens the count at 1-1. Cy Young still the pitcher for the Indians here in the bottom of the 6th. And now the 1-1. Down low, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Outside, 3-1 to Gordon. And now the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. A leadoff walk for Joe Gordon. Yankees have a man aboard with nobody out, as the third baseman, Craig Nettles, comes up next. The pitch by Young in their first strike. Count goes to 0-1 to Nettles. And now the 0-1 pitch. Nettles fouls it off, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, runner on first. 0-2 pitch. In the dirt. The runner does not go. And the count goes to 1-2. A nice block there by Jim Tomei, the catcher for the Indians. And now the 1-2 pitch. Nettles took a big swing and miss. Strike 3. One down for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The DH, Earl Combs, comes up. One out with a runner on first. Facing Cy Young. The pitch just inside, 1-0.
1-0.
Pitch up high, 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, runner on first. Two-0 pitch.
No.
Outside, 3-0. Young started off strong in relief, but so far this inning he's been a bit suspect. Still 1 out, runner on first. Here's the 3-0 to Earl Combs. That's in there for a strike, 3-1. Crowd didn't like it. Three-0 pitch. Swung for strike 2. We got a full count now to Combs. And now the 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Speaker comes running in. It's going to drop for a base hit. But they're going to get him at second. The runner was a bit slow making his way over to second base. So they get the force out at second base. That was a running error right there. So 2 down for the Yankees with a runner on first. And the right fielder, Bernie Williams, comes up. Facing Cy Young. The pitch in their first strike, 0-1. They throw to first, not in time. Meanwhile, the count is still 0-1 to Bernie Williams. 2 outs, runner on first. The pitch in their first strike, quickly 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Inside, 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Bernie Williams. One-two pitch. Williams pops it up into center field. Williams, or Speaker, comes in and makes the play for the out. At the end of 6 complete, the Yankees lead it 8-0 here in the American League Wildcard Game 2 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 7th. Left fielder Albert Bell will come up for the Indians, trailing 8-0. Garrett Cole still on the mound for the Yankees. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. It's looking more and more like the Yankees traveling to Houston for the American League Divisional Series. Strike 2 to Bell, 0-2. We already know the A's are playing the Royals in the other division series. 0-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out on 3 pitches. 1 down for the Indians here in the top of the 7th. And now Hal Trosky, the first baseman, will come up. 1 out, bases empty. The pitch fouled off down the third base line. And the count goes to 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch.
No.
Up high, 1-1.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bases empty. Trosky at the plate. And now the 1-1.
No.
Inside, 2-1. We're at Yankee Stadium in New York. Game 2 of the American League Wildcard. Two-one pitch. Down low, but it's in the strike zone. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
They'll even the count at 2-2 to Trosky. 2-2 pitch. Outside, 3-2, full count. Three-two pitch. Inside, but he swung and fouls it off down the line. Count is full to Trosky at 3-2. 1 out, bases empty. 3-2 pitch. Did he go around? Yes, he did. Struck him out for out number 2. 2 down for the Indians here in the top of the 7th. And now the catcher, Jim Tomei, will come up. Yankees with an 8-0 lead. Cleveland's running out of outs. Here's the pitch, up high, but it's in the strike zone, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch.
No.
Did he go around? No. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases empty. The 1-1 pitch. High in the air, out to Judge in left field. Judge goes back and makes the play on the warning track for the final out. At the end of 6.5, Yankees lead it 8-0. American League Wildcard Game 2 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Center fielder Mickey Mantle will lead things off for the Yankees. The Mixter facing Cy Young. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. As you probably noticed, these teams are comprised of all-star old-timer teams, or old-timer players. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss. Count goes to 0-2 to Mantle. And the 0-2 pitch. Down low, 1-2. All 30 teams are comprised of great all-time players. We sim the regular season and we're playing every playoff game. Here's the 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Two-two pitch. Fouled it off. Counts at 2-2 to Mickey Mantle, with nobody out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out for out number 1. 7 strikeouts for Cy Young. And now the first baseman, Lou Gehrig, comes on with 1 out, bases empty. The Iron Man, Lou Gehrig. Down low, 1-0. One-0 pitch. Fouls it off down the third base line. And that'll even the count at 1-1. One pitch. Gehrig fouls it off again down the first base line. Or third base line, I'm sorry. And the count's at 1-2 to Gehrig. Now Young with a 1-2 pitch. Struck him out looking for out number 2. 8 strikeouts for Young. And he came in like around the 4th inning. Left fielder Aaron Judge comes on with 2 outs and nobody on base. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. And now the 0-1 pitch.
Ball 1.
Down low, that'll even the count at 1-1 to Aaron Judge. Yankee left fielder. And now the 1-1 pitch. Judge pops it up. First baseman Trotsky comes in and makes the play for the final out. At the end of 7 complete, the Yankees lead it 8-0. American League Wildcard Game 2 here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the top of the 8th. Third baseman Al Rosen will lead things off for the Indians. Cleveland's running out of outs. They're down to their final 6 outs here. Garrett Cole still on the mound. Inside 1-0. Cleveland's got to start scoring or their season will end here tonight. The 1-0 pitch. Rips it foul. Count goes to 1-1. And now the 1-1 pitch. A ground ball to the second baseman. Gordon throws to first for the out. So Rosen grounds out to second. 1 down for the Indians here in the top of the 8th. Center fielder Tris Speaker comes up next with 1 out, bases empty. The pitch by Cole.
Ball 1.
Down low, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Rips it foul into the crowd. And the count goes to 1-1. Cleveland down to the last 5 outs. Down 8-0. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
1 out, bases empty. Speaker with a 2-1 count. The 2-1 pitch. Pops it up down the first base line, but hooking foul. That'll even the count at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Count remains at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Inside, full count now to Speaker at 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Stays alive at the plate. Count remains 3-2. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Yankees up 8-0. Yankees trying to wrap this one up. Fouled off down the first base line. A long at bat for Tris Speaker. It remains 3-2. Three-two pitch. Pops it up. Out to Judge in left field, who makes the play for out number 2. 2 down for the Indians here in the top of the 8th.
Number 1.
And now the second baseman, Nat LaJoie, comes up. He's a Hall of Famer. 2 outs, bases empty. The pitch by Cole. LaJoie hits one out to center field. Mantle gets under it and makes the play for the final out. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Yankees up 8-0. American League Wildcard, Game 2 here at Jammin' Sports. Here in the bottom of the 8th, catcher Bill Dickey will lead things off for the Yankees.
Bill Dickey.
Yankees with a nice 8-run cushion, looking for some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 8th. Cy Young still on the mound. Rips it right to the third baseman. Rosen throws to first for the out. Dickey grounds out to third. One down for the Yankees. Now Derek Jeter, the shortstop, comes up with 1 out, bases empty. The pitch by Young. Rips it foul. Count goes to 0-1. The 0-1 pitch to Jeter. Fouls it off. Count goes to 0-2. And now for the 0-2 pitch. Jeter strikes out swinging for out number 2. 2 down for the Yankees here at the bottom of the 8th.
Now back, the second baseman.
And now the second baseman, Joe Gordon. He's the one that hit the grand slam earlier. 2 outs, bases empty.
Yeah.
In there for a strike, 0-1.
0-1.
0-1 pitch by Young. Fouls it off. Count quickly, 0-2 to Gordon. And now the 0-2 pitch. Outside.
1-2.
Or as Bob Uecker used to say, just a bit outside. Counts at 1-2 to Joe Gordon. One-two pitch.
Ball.
Just off the strike zone. Count goes to 2-2. And now the 2-2 by Young. Swung and struck him out. At the end of 8 complete. 8-0 Yankees. We go to the 9th. Here in Game 2 of the American League Wildcard. Here at Jammin' Sports. We go to the 9th inning. Rocky Colavito, the right fielder, will lead things off for the Indians, who are down to their final 3 outs of the season. If they don't come back, they're down 8-0. Garrett Cole trying to go the distance, get a complete game shutout. The first pitch is a strike. The count's 0-1. Lyle and Righetti warming up in the bullpen. Can Garrett Cole get the complete game shutout? That'd be something else. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Colavito.
No balls. 2 strikes.
The Yankees are 3 outs away from advancing to the American League Division Series against the Astros. Here's the 0-2.
Ball outside.
Just outside the strike zone. 1-2 to Colavito. Cole has pitched a fine game tonight for the Yankees. Here's the 1-2. And that's going to be a base hit into right field. That's going to be extra bases as Bernie Williams falls down. Colavito, he may go for 3. And he's got himself a leadoff triple. Rocky Colavito.
Now back, number 10.
Bernie Williams tried to get to it and right. He fell down. Trying to run it down. And Colavito goes for 3. Now the Indians, with a runner 90 feet away, the DH Kenny Lofton comes up.
Yep.
First pitch in there for a strike.
1 strike.
Indians are still down by 8, though. It's going to be a tall order for them to come back. And now the 0-1. Popped it up, but out of play. Count goes to 0-2 to Kenny Lofton. Nobody out, runner on third. Colavito on third. Here's the 0-2. Lofton pops it up to Judge in left field. And tagging up, coming home. No, he stays at third. One down. The Indians down to their final 2 outs. Colavito at third base. The shortstop, Lou Boudreau, comes up. Cleveland just trying to save face and score a run. Here's the pitch. In their first strike, 0-1. Garrett Cole still trying to get the complete game shutout. He just needs 2 more outs. The 0-1. Down low, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on third. That's Colavito on third. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Count goes to 1-2 to Boudreau. The 1-1. Down low, 2-2. It was 1-2 the count. Now it's 2-2. 1 out, Colavito on third base. The 2-2 pitch. Ripped into right field. It's a base hit. That's going to score a run. Colavito will score from third. Williams tracks it down and holds Boudreau to a single. It's an RBI single for the shortstop, Lou Boudreau. That gets Cleveland on the board. Cole can still get the complete game win. He can no longer get the shutout. And I think they're going to take him out. They're going to bring somebody in to close this one out. He did a great job through 8 1/3 innings. And let's see who the Yankees bring in.
Now pitching for the Yankees.
This will be Sparky Lyle will come on. The Indians have 1 out and a runner on first. That's Boudreau. Yankees lead it 8-1. We're in the the top of the 9th inning. Yankees are 2 outs away from wrapping up the series and facing the Astros in the division round. Albert Bell, the left fielder.
Strike.
He went around, strike 1, 0-1.
0-1.
A double play ends the game, and the Yankees will advance. Counts 0-1 to Bell. In their first strike, 0-2. And now the 0-2 pitch.
Ball.
Inside, 1-2. Just want to give you all a heads up.
2 strikes.
This is the only game we're doing tonight. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon. We have other things we have to take care of tonight, so we're only doing 1 game tonight. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Inside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on first. That's Boudreau. Bell at the plate. Pops it up, out of play. Count remains at 2-2. And now the 2-2 pitch. Big swing and a miss. Struck him out for out number 2. The Indians are down to their last out of the season. Hal Trotsky comes up, the first baseman. The Yankees are 1 out away from advancing to the American League Division Series against the Astros. The pitch in their first strike, 0-1. Indians down to the last 2 strikes. The 0-1 to Trotsky, up high, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first. The 1-1 ripped to Gehrig. He'll take it himself, and the Yankees win it. They sweep the Indians 2-0 with an 8-1 win here in the Bronx. Once again, your final score, the Yankees over the Indians, 8-1. The Yankees win the best-of-3 series 2-0 and will advance to the division series to take on the Houston Astros. Tomorrow we'll be on in the afternoon with more baseball, and then at 7 o'clock Eastern Time, we'll start Sim Season 35 of our NFL with the Rams and the 49ers. Until then, good night, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.